Did you know that in 2020 alone, individuals donated $309 billion to charities in the US, while corporations donated $26 billion? Businesses are missing the opportunity to partner with their customers in giving to meet a segment of their corporate social responsibility initiatives. The problem is existing software solutions are fragmented and missing the most important pieces of creating an authentic cause marketing campaign, which is why you see companies pledging X number of dollars without input from their customers or feedback from the charities on how those donations were used. This is no longer enough. We know because marketing and branding executives tell us about how they're receiving emails or comments on social media asking for more transparency. And research shows that in the past year, 85% of consumers are choosing to purchase from brands that support a cause that's meaningful to them. And that number bumps to 91% for millennials. Not addressing this leads to a loss in brand loyalty and sales. At GiveSpace, our platform brings together company, customer, and charity to be a tool to help meet sustainability and social impact initiatives. We know cause marketing campaigns are time consuming and difficult to manage. It takes an average of 4 to 12 months to create a meaningful campaign. Connecting with nonprofits is difficult, especially grassroots ones. Then there's the manual calculations and the dilemma of how to create transparency with the people that mean the most to you, your customers. At GiveSpace, our software is a tool for marketing and branding executives to reach their customers at scale. You can create, manage, and execute campaigns, selecting from a database of thousands of vetted 501c3 charities. It offers consumer choice in the end, allowing the customer to directly select a cause from a drop-down menu and offering an option for them to donate with you. So as your customers are checking out of an online shopping cart or checking into a hotel or choosing to donate instead of taking a swag item at their next conference, you are connecting with them as a partner. Once the campaign is done, the business receives an automated tax-deductible receipt and follow-up from the charity with a thank you and an update on how the funds were used, completing the life cycle so that you can show with content how you've partnered with your customers and making impacts directly in your community. Hi, I'm Candice Dietz, co-founder and CEO at GiveSpace. I'm a meritorious Civilian Service Medal recipient with 20 years in communications, community, and nonprofit experience. I'm thrilled to introduce our core team to you. Connie is our co-founder and CMO, a former Universal Music Marketing Group executive and marketing expert who has led over $95 million in sales for prominent D2C brands. And Harshal is our CTO, a two-time software founding architect, and has built GiveSpace from the ground up. Together, we not only bring our professional experience, but our unique understanding of this complex market. So let's talk market size. Our TAM is $335 billion in individual and corporate giving. Our SAM is in giving platforms specifically, the swag market, and 10% of consumer giving from our target markets. And $230 million is our SOM, 10% of online giving transaction fees, which is growing at a 20% year-over-year growth. GiveSpace has 3 competitors in e-commerce fundraising, Pledge, Shopping Gives, and Gives, which is a transactional e-commerce cart plugin. They raised 4.5 million, 8 million, and 4.5 million this year. Our competitive advantage is in our standalone platform, which you can create, manage, and execute in a streamlined process, offers customer transaction, selection, and transparency, and our 360-degree approach as a tool for social impact and sustainability, which leads to increased brand loyalty and sales. And our team, we bring over 50 years of combined experience and our unique understanding of this complex market. Current status, our MVP is in beta. We have 7 enterprise partnerships in our pipeline and 30 waitlisted customers. With this, we are projecting 181,000 ARR at the end of year 1, which is 2022, with year 5 ending at 230 million. Our go-to-market strategy is really focused on partnerships. We are looking to partner with e-commerce marketplaces, email marketing platforms, conferences and events platforms, and hospitality and tourism. Our pricing model is simple. We offer a transaction fee model to start and custom plans for subscription basis for enterprise customers and partners. We're raising 500,000 pre-seed to meet our current demands and for product development and integrations, expand our partnerships, and develop our consumer web extension. Thank you so much. Happy to answer any questions.
Awesome job, Candice. Thank you very much. We will bring our panelists back up on stage and ask you some tough questions. All right. So who has a question for Candice? All right, Steve, go ahead.
Okay. This is more of a existential question. Is as I was listening to, first of all, thank you for your presentation. It was very eye-opening, actually. And I say that because it goes into my question is that, when I first saw it, I was a little skeptical. And then I remembered maybe my last e-commerce transactions, which went from an influencer to the transaction, right? So I feel like typically when I make an online donation, it's because of I feel personally connected to that cause or someone I know was personally connected to that cause. So that's where my question is that linkage. Tell me about your customer development process to kind of understand that linkage, because I could see this working very well, or I could see it not. I think it's almost 0 or 1. I assume you've done some of that customer development. I'd love to hear a little bit about it.
That's a great question, Stephen. And when we first started, we actually thought, okay, we're going to market this to small and medium-sized e-commerce businesses to begin with. And what we found through our networks and connections is that it was the enterprise level companies that want GiveSpace because they already have a sustainability component that's built into their business model. But they're telling us this is not enough. And they try to build a system like GiveSpace in-house. But it took away too much from their core product. So they're really looking to connect with their customers on an individual basis. And so all of our partnerships out there now are all enterprise level, doing millions of dollars in business annually.
All right. Yeah, Ayush, go ahead.
Wonderful presentation, Candice. I had a question on the fulfillment cycle you talked about and how you're using content to drive kind of that brand loyalty and also make sure that the brand gets what they pay for, basically. Can you talk a little bit about that content and how you plan to, are you helping provide that content, or how's that all going to be fulfilled?
Yeah, actually, we have a nonprofit portal just specifically to address that content. So anytime a nonprofit is selected for a campaign, they are alerted through that portal. And our nonprofit partners have signed on to say, yes, this is what we want to do. We want to provide that feedback. And we also have issues dealing with this and giving them proper feedback and a proper thank you, because we're short-staffed and we don't have the resources as a nonprofit. So they're really excited about being able to have that ease of button to put out a tweet to say thank you, and then have the alert them in 3 to 6 months to say, hey, remember you received that $500? Let's upload a blurb or a photo to let them know how those funds were used. So it's all automated and built into that side of the portal.
Awesome. All right. One more question?
I had a question kind of around that. Given that they're enterprises, obviously, longer sales cycles and potentially tougher integrations in terms of existing systems. So what is on your roadmap? What currently exists in terms of integrations? And then what's on your roadmap as sort of the next top 3 things that you need to build?
Yeah, actually, we have 7 proposals out for a Q1 2022 integration. Some of them we are already, it's already built into our system. We're ready to go. They're actual physical, they create the campaign and it would be a QR code displayed at certain areas of physical locations that they are desiring. The other is like a Shopify plugin. So that's already in development. We are in round now, 3rd phase, and I think this is the final round for approval there. So it depends. I mean, they either fit one of those 2 categories. We haven't done, there would be customized integrations on the checkout level at hotels. So that's the customized integration that we would be looking at for Q1 2022.
All right. Thank you, Candice. So we'll wrap it up there. Thank you, panel.
Thank you so much.